Alright guys, our only concern for today is gonna be finding out how everybody is gonna be acting if they cannot leave our city. It's gonna be a little bit of a help for them, but you know what? We don't really care. And I'm putting the highway out here for one simple reason. As you can see, sidewalk? No sidewalk. And that's exactly what we need. I want to make sure these guys cannot leave even by foot. And you know what? We're gonna do this here as well. There you go. Now everything's pretty beautiful. Alright, there you go. This is gonna be our first area that we're gonna be trying out. Let's take a look how these guys are gonna be acting once I build them up a little bit. And this area out here, I'm only gonna be looking at our residential. I'm not really planning on anything else in this particular area. Later on, we are gonna go into some other areas as well, but for right now, forgot to unpause it actually. There you go. This is gonna work a little bit better. Forgot to take care of our electricity and water and sewage. Kind of forgot that those pipes don't go underneath the highway, so that's not great, but I did take care of that now, so we should be in a very good spot now. This guy got 10 employees, he's working pretty well. This guy got all the employees, he's working pretty well. The only question is, where are they getting those employees? So that's the first question I have, because we got 0 population so far. That's a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. But as you can see, we did get quite a few houses building, so that's pretty nice. I'm actually thinking that we don't really need this area out here, since there is going to be a pretty big demand for everything else. So you know what? There you go, much better. And now we can build these guys out here. There you go. Just give these guys something to do. Build somewhere. All good. And there you go. 14 people. 14 people. Couple of people. Okay, so they are moving in. They are moving in, which is great. Unfortunately for them, they cannot leave. Some of them are disappearing, but that's because they were moving into this neighborhood out here. But since I destroyed it, they don't know what to do, so they just kinda disappear into thin air. Because that's what you do. That's what you do. You disappear into thin air once your house has been destroyed, I guess. Okay, so he dropped his car out here and decided to walk his dog, which is kind of nice. I mean, look at that. He's walking his dog. If only there was a park for that or something. But we are not that nice to these folks. Because out here, they can go here, but they can never. They can never leave. Wait, hold on, what? Whoa, hold on, they can actually walk on the highway here? Okay, first of all, that's not safe. I honestly thought they could not walk on this highway. Okay, I guess you learn something new every day. Okay. Also, guys, if you would consider subscribing, that would help me out quite a bit. And I thank you in advance. Okay, so he works out here in the small coal power plant. Okay, let's take a look where he lives. So he lives 33. Okay, so he lives out here. So we know, so far we know that they can actually make this trip out here to a workplace, which is actually quite significant. They can walk pretty far. I was kind of hoping that they would not be able to walk on the highway. Looks like we are still losing population one way or another. People are leaving. I'm guessing they're walking away. But I haven't seen anybody else walk out here, so I'm not really sure how we're losing this population. It went down once again. Maybe they're dying? Could that be it? Okay, so it's saying that they moved away, and we're about 10 a month move away. 7 died, which I can understand how we're losing that. That's completely fine. But 10 moved away. That, I'm not really sure what's happening because I have not seen anybody move this way, really. So we're gonna continue on watching how these people move in or move out. Oh, and we got actually somebody who works at a water pumping station walking back home, it looks like, and they live right about here. So, and the water piping station is right about here. So actually, they are willing to walk a pretty long way. That's actually kind of impressive if you think about it. I mean, look at this whole path they gotta take. However, we did have somebody abandon this house. I think they might have died. I mean, yeah, it looks like another one died, another one moved away or something like that. So, and yet I have not seen anybody actually Get out of the city. I have not seen anybody walk away from the city. Okay, you know what? This is my new best friend right here. Let's take him. And we're gonna follow this guy. He's going home. Pretty nice, okay. Follow citizen. We're just gonna name this guy Scorpion. Because why not? And he's pretty happy. Look at that. I mean, why wouldn't we name him Scorpion? He's happy. He's wealthy. I wish that it was me, but alas. Anyway, alright, so we know that these guys can walk away fairly far away. So that pretty much means that they are gonna be willing to walk out here to work at these locations out here. I'm almost certain of that. There's like no doubt in my mind about it that they're gonna be able to make this trip out here. However, I do wonder if they're still gonna be able to sell any of the goods outside of the city or not. Speaking of which, we probably will need to build a little area out here of industrial just to see exactly how everything works. So this area out here, this is going to be basically half and half. Half of it is going to be industrial, half of it is going to be commercial. I just want to take a look if they're going to be able to export any of their products or not. Obviously, these guys are going to be able to walk out here. I mean, if they're willing to walk all the way from like these houses here all the way to this water pumping station there, there's not a doubt in my mind that they are going to be willing to walk from here to over here, and there's not going to be an issue. However, there is one more thing that I want to test, and that's healthcare. So we got a medical clinic. Obviously, if we put this guy out here, these guys are going to be happy. We don't want to make anything that easy. So we're going to be putting our medical clinic out here. And I want to see if these guys are going to become happier, even though they got to walk all the way out here to the medical clinic. Because obviously, these guys are not going to be able to send over an ambulance to this side because, I mean, this is only a one-way. All right, that looks kind of interesting. So the house collapsed, but the shed did not. That's a quality shed, if I've ever seen one. I mean, the house collapsed, but not that. Nice. Okay, so they're still crying about a hearse. Oh, that's actually a hearse. That's not... Okay, never mind. That's not an ambulance. But that's alright. Okay, another thing that these guys are actually crying about is high crime, which is actually very, very bad. So, once again, let's actually test another theory. Let's take a road out here. There we go. So it's a one-way only. And just for the heck of it, because I don't want to see this little thing out here. There you go. We're going to do that. Because that little sign out there, I don't like it. It's just like, you know, in my face. And so we got a firefighter out here. So let's put this guy out here. And also a police station. Let's put this guy out here. And obviously, I want to take this guy out here and send him this way. So I want to see how these guys are going to be reacting, if at all they're going to be reacting to these guys being so far away. Oh, and speaking of these guys being so far away. All right, there you go. Now these guys are working properly, which is nice. Okay. So high crime, still a thing. Unreliable healthcare coverage, still a thing. So these guys overall, not very happy, but at least we do not see them crying about anything. One more service that we should probably add out here is crematorium. And we're gonna find out if these guys are gonna be happy about that or not. And actually, let's add a couple of smaller houses out here. Alright, there you go. We're gonna have a bunch of smaller houses out here, just so these people can actually afford to live and we don't have that many people crying about high rent, whatnot. Obviously, there's still gonna be like a couple of bigger houses out here. That's alright. I'm not really worried about that. Alright, here we go. This is what I was kind of waiting for. We got a house on fire. Let's take a look if they're going to be able to put this down, or is this going to burn down since there is no way for the fire truck to actually get out here. Or is there going to be a fire truck that comes out from outside our city, come out here, put the fire down, and then is he going to be just rolling around this block forever? Or is there not going to be a fire truck coming over? It's a firefighter. Okay. I want to take a look what happens. Are these my guys? Okay, I think he came out from outer city. That's my guess. And then this guy disappeared. He could not get out. Okay, so he just disappears into thin air. Let's watch this guy. What happens to him? So he kind of stopped. I think this building burned down. Okay. They're rescuing. Okay, they're rescuing somebody. And after that, they disappear into thin air. Okay. Okay, well, that's good to know. So the firefighters are still gonna come over into your city, even though we have a fire department out here. These guys are not gonna... Oh, that's a crematorium, actually. Never mind. Hold on, this guy. So these guys out here, they're not gonna be able to do anything. Firefighters from outside the city are gonna come over here, though, however. And once they're done, they're gonna disappear into thin air. Which is kind of sad. I was kind of hoping that these guys would just be rolling out here forever and ever. And then once the fires just accumulate, we're just gonna have like 200 cars rolling around. Which would be kind of funny though. But alas, that's not gonna happen. There's no entertainment. That sucks. But however, are these guys gonna be walking towards entertainment? We can check that out. So we're gonna go out here. Let's take like a sports park, a tennis court or something. Let's place this guy out here. Let's get us something a little bit larger. Put this guy out here. And maybe like a dog park, because obviously there was a guy who was walking his dog. By the way, speaking of that guy. Oh, he's still here. I mean, he's not mad at anything. He's working. He's not educated, but he's wealthy. So that's good for him. Good for him. So he moved quite a few times. Okay, interesting. Oh, he moved into a smaller house. Oh, but he does have a nice car though. He does have a nice car. He's like, you know what? I'll live in a smaller house, but I'll afford a nice car. Is this his... okay, so this guy's homeless. That is awkward. Okay, so he's homeless, but he's wealthy? What? Okay, Citizen is moving away. Okay, I think I know what is happening here. So these guys cannot actually leave. That's why I did not see anybody leave my city. So he's moving away, so automatically that counts as this guy moving away or something, I suppose. Let's get rid of that. Since it's saying that almost 200 moved away. I don't think they really move away. They just become homeless and they just walk around wherever. Is that what's happening? Let's take a look if there's anybody else we can see. For example, this guy. If I can actually click on him. He's just sleeping. Okay. Not what I was hoping for. Alright, taking a look at this thing one more time. So, crime is still a thing. Lack of entertainment. So they're still not entertained. Let's take a look if anybody's actually at the park. So it looks like nobody's at the dog park. Tennis, doesn't look like anybody's here either. How about football? Unless I'm blind, I don't see anybody here. Oh no, never mind. Okay, so there is one person out here now. Let's pause this for a sec, take a look at this guy. So he's neutral, it doesn't show me anything else. Retired. And he's here to take a look at this beautiful, beautiful field, I suppose. But overall, these guys are still not happy about it. Okay, and that brings me into our next thing, actually. Education. Let's take a look if anybody's gonna be getting any kind of education out here. Let's put this guy going this way. Then just a little bit out here, just so... There you go, much better. I just want that thing to disappear. It's annoying. Very annoying. So we got an elementary school. Put this here. We got a high school. I just want to see if these guys are going to be getting any education or not. And then a college out here. And let's take a look. So we do have employees. Students. Okay, so we still get students out here. As you can see, we get 15 of them out here. We got one out here. We got one out in the college. So that's kind of nice, I suppose. Seeking medical care. Okay, there you go. Okay, so he's seeking medical care. That's good, that's good. I want to see how this is going to play out. He's getting treatment by sitting outside. Weird, but okay. Anyway, we now know that these guys can actually still use the facilities out here. It's just that these guys cannot go out there, so therefore, it's still gonna count as unreliable. High crime, however, that's not going anywhere, although we do have a police station, and we have a lot of employees, all of the employees actually. Unfortunately, it doesn't let me pick any one of them out. But they cannot really arrest anybody because the cars are not driving, obviously. But for some reason, they're very efficient. Interesting. Alright, I got tired of looking for those police officers. I'm not sure where they are at. There's only 12 of them. And I got a city of more than 1,000 people. I'm not clicking on every single one of them. I think I clicked like maybe on 100 or so, but I couldn't find anybody. Oh, but hold on. So we got a crime scene here, or it was, not anymore. I'm guessing the same thing was going to be happening with the police cars as it is with the fire trucks. I think they're just going to come over from outside the city, they do their thing, and then they disappear into thin air. Alright, another thing that I want to take a look at and find out how it's going to be behaving is actually some fields. So we're going to take a one-way road, bring it out here, make sure that that thing's not bothering me, go out here, and I'm guessing we're just going to go with a couple of vegetables here. Let's put this guy out here. Alright, we got our field. We will find out what's going to be happening with that. While we wait on that, I do want to take a look at what's going on here. So we got about 170 who moved away. Weirdly enough, I still haven't seen anybody actually walk away from the city. Okay, another interesting thing, garbage trucks that came out from this from outside our city. So they still come over here, they still collect garbage. And then they disappear. So it looks like any services that come out from outside the city, they still do come in. Once they're done, they disappear no matter what kind of service it is. So I guess after experimenting with everything out here a little bit, I suppose our city is still going to be able to survive no matter what, even if you make sure that these guys cannot go out there. The only other thing that I could think of to experiment on is actually destroying the road. So there will be no more road. Just want to make sure to connect these guys out here. So there's still electricity. And now I just want to see how everything is going to play out. There's absolutely no way out for my residents. Is this number going to go down? Is it going to continue going down? Or what's going to happen? And what's going to happen to these buildings out here? Because obviously these guys cannot go from this area anywhere else. Alright guys, I have destroyed all the connections whatsoever, so these guys don't have access to this road as you can see whatsoever. This subway yard, I was trying to experiment a little bit out here with these guys going back and forth. Experiment failed, so don't pay attention to this. Just so you guys don't think that this guy's bringing people in or out, here's the underground view. As you can see, it's still within our city, that's it. Not touching any of these roads, 2 stations. So we're good there, just a failed experiment. So what happened is electricity stopped working. My small coal power plant cannot work because it doesn't have any coal whatsoever, because nobody can reach them. Which makes sense, so therefore everybody lost electricity, but I think that's actually the least of our worries, as we can put this transformer station, and I believe it's gonna start working. If not, we still have the ability to put some wind turbines, and everything should be okay. But as you can see, yeah, this guy right here just started working. We went back with electricity, so we're good there. Another weird thing that is happening, people are leaving. I have no idea how people are leaving my city without any road connections whatsoever. I think what might be happening is actually people are disappearing the same way as the services were disappearing. I guess that's what might be happening, which is kind of weird, but okay. Another weird thing that I've noticed, garbage collection. There's no way for these guys to be collecting garbage yet. I have not seen anybody try about garbage accumulation, which is very, very interesting, to say the least. So yeah, all in all, I have no idea what's happening with the residents. other than they're probably disappearing into thin air. That's my take on it. So if they want to leave, they're still gonna leave no matter what. If you don't give them enough work, if they don't get their services, they are gonna leave. So that's that. I know City Plays, I believe he released a video yesterday where the city was just its own little thing without any outside connections, but he had all the services and everything connected into the city, so everybody had access to them, and that worked just fine. Out here, however, we learned quite a few things with this experiment. So, first of all, no matter what, people are gonna leave, like it or not. If you don't have enough for them to do, you cannot stop it. You cannot stop it. They're gonna disappear. Services, no matter if you have services or not, well, now we have confirmation that everything works. People are gonna come, services are gonna come in, and then they're gonna disappear if they don't have a way out. So that's that. And one very, very weird thing that is happening, by the way, is this. I have no connections at all. And yet somehow there is still trade going on. Although it looks like some of it is going down, but most of it is staying about the same. Some of it is even going up, which is weird to me. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe this isn't showing things incorrectly. Could be a bug, I'm not sure. Or they could still be trading. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is working, guys. If you have an idea, let me know down in the comments. I give up. I have no idea. Anyway, guys, this was fun. I do appreciate you guys watching. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think, and if there is any other things you want me to try out. And I'll see you guys next time. Scorpion out.